Hello, and how are you doing? Honestly, sorry for that. Well, today I want to talk about like today I want to talk about that I want to make a AAA game, but you know what? I have no idea how to do it. Now there is like certain things I am following up, like how is this GTA 5 is doing good, like why GTA 5 feels so real and amazing to play with. Also, I have like documenting things and like journaling my feeling about why I love to play this game, that game, and because of that I am like writing down all those feeling, why this feels so good, why is this good, how is this could be better, or maybe how is this, how like in for that particular thing developers would have think, could have think, I bet maybe would have think, this sort of thing. And honestly, with this journaling stuff, and maybe in sort of this says, it says that re-engineering stuff, I realized that yes, first of all, I can at least start the project. I may not know like I may not know doing solo such a big project is doable or not. But what I do know is that I can start the project and I can maybe finish the most valuable product. And this is why I thought I can make AAA games. But there is a catch, like of course you know that game development is not a one, I guess was is not a solo thing. You cannot make like AAA game or AA games or sort of great games that is totally polished and great, like how can I say that, really amazing to release actually. It do not happen as solo, so eventually I will need people like programmer, animator, artist, UV designer, sound designer, maybe outsourcing voice actors and other stuffs. And that's why I thought I will start the making game and like make a generic level, but with the concept and the story I want people to like feel. In terms of story, I decided to make a novel, actually write the novel. Since I know how to write a story, I thought just put just putting like just spending couple of hours per week and writing this novel would be a really good idea. And also I thought that while my main focus is C++ and learning game development in general, I thought like following the tutorials of how to make a game engine, how the CS, like how computer works, like computer science things, also things like how graphic how graphic engines work, how this GPU works, CPU work, and basically more or less how the computer hardware is working and making game like optimize better, and I guess how can I say, make a game feel smooth to play with. This sort of thing I thought I should go some extent to deep into it. That is what I'm thinking also. And with this, the main idea about making a AI that talks with you in sort of avatar of our main character, which is my main idea about the whole project of Ghost. Sorry, Ghost, not it is not Ghost, but good, like Jobless Samurai Zero. Now, I had a lot of plans, like how Like I want to just not start a game studio, but also expand it into the game engine, like my own game engine as Unreal Engine and other engines that is specifically built for my games or my studio games. Also, like distributing this engine to other peoples so that they make similar kind of games like mine with their own flavors. My and like this sort of tech ideas, I mean, I am having like, but honestly having no experience about anything about the tech in general or maybe coding or programming stuff, I thought it is actually not the thing I should be thinking. Yes, it is not the thing I should be thinking right now. My main goal is a game, and I have done like creating a base where I will just add some more layers onto it. And yes, this is actually finished. I know what is my story is about. I know what activities I wanted to give people. I know how to make the world, like what is the world and how you will feel in the world. It is an open world game and like heavily inspired from GTA 5, GTA 5 and Vice City actually. I have not played San Andreas, so yeah, it I will play it later. So any ideas I may have, I will include into the game. Yes, but the main idea is about there is a two USP. I think I would say there is a two USP I have a unique selling point. The one is fourth wall breaking events. With what is this? What it is? What it is that you play normal game, like normally you play the game and levels, and there are like couple of assumptions we have made as a developer, or I have made it at least initially, that what you could do in those level or in those missions in those areas. In that way, what i what I do is I give you some more content to play on this stuff. Like maybe if you like playing for, let's say, an hour or long, and you are constantly grinding on missions or like certain kind of missions maybe. So the character after that threshold or maybe some sort of point, the character will react to you and say that, oh, you have been playing a lot of this sort of missions and this set of missions, so let's do it this way. You know what, this is really good, and this kind of stuff, you know. But it will not trigger if you playing like exploring and stuff, and like you're doing random things, not the single thing. And that is a really, I guess, really good thing. Then let's say you are in a you are in a fight, you are in a boss fight, and you are keep failing and failing and failing and failing. Now what happened is that now at each point the boss knows that you have failed. Like maybe the boss says that, oh, you have been failed for 20 fucking 5 years, like for 25 times, and you are still not get it. Just go to a home and do your homework, and this sort of thing happens. And well, in concept it sounds so good, and I have actually no idea like how to do it. And this sort of events I want to make it, it's just like an iceberg. There's a tip of an ice basically, and I am going to make like almost more than thousands of event across the map. So as you explore, as you time spend in the game, as you do certain types of missions and certain types of activities, there will be sequels there will be like sequences I have made it that will lead to certain events and maybe new activities, and also something that what might be happen in next games. So yes, there is this fourth whole thing. Maybe it is already been applied into some other games. At least I have not experienced yet. I'm I am a gamer, but not like hardcore gamer like those on a stream or maybe else. But yes, I do play games. I play games kind mostly. What games I lean into the most is the open world games and Japanese games in in specific, in particular way. Huh. That's what is my taste of game. Now, what am I? Where am I? Where I was? Hmm, I forget. Hmm. Hmm. So yeah, there is a lot of thing I'm thinking. The second is an AI. What is this AI? Well, first of all, this AI is actually built into the engine. What I mean by is this AI is not like integrated from ChatGPT or other API, but it is actually built-in AI of my own engine, maybe large model AI, but very specifically to the single franchise. Now what I mean by this is that I'm designing the AI that will specifically applied for the world of that particular franchise. So let's say, take an example of ChatGPT. So when you ask ChatGPT who is Elon Musk or maybe Narendra Modi, he will tell you the fact like who they are. But the AI into my game is specifically for the game and for engine itself. He don't it it can tell you like who is Elon Musk. Maybe as long as there is a character in the game who is representing any sort of storyline to the game, like to the player, or makes sense to talk about, they will reply. But if it's not, the AI will just reply to you, there is no. Well, what is fun about this thing? Well, actually, it is not the fact checking AI of things like this, but I want to make an AI that makes you feels like companion. I guess I'm right. Companion, that you are not actually controlling the character. First of all, okay, you don't know like of I'm so sorry, but you are not controlling the character listening to your command. Like character is a human in the game, and he knows that he is a game character, and he will respond depending on how you behave in the game. Maybe like if you kill someone, my character might say that, oh, you are really bad piece of shit. Or maybe you what have you how can I say that, maybe you kill a, a really difficult boss with really good skill and cool attacks. The character in middle of a fight or in the last might tell you that, oh, it was an insane fight and you have a really grinding skill. And then you like talk back to them, you know what, I am a really good thing, I'm a really good player. And they will talk back. And in this way I want to break the fourth wall between player and character. Player, I want to make player feels like they are not controlling the character, but the character is their friend and they can talk and communicate each other, while they can only communicate in the initial pieces. And I'm also thinking like adding AI driven animations, maybe sounds or else, but in the initial phase, it is it is the feeling that I want players to feel. Well, it sounds so ambitious, but of course I don't have any idea how can I made it. Huh, like this is the two USP I have for my company and both my game franchise. There are other stories I have which is incredibly good, but it will take time to actually get into the online, and I don't know even people will see since these videos are totally garbage. Even if I'm talking it maybe in after maybe 100 videos, I will once again talk the same topic as I do today. I know that no one going to see this video, and that's why I care less about this thing. All I want to see is all my, I would say that purpose to make these videos are to say to my future version, if he is ever going to think he need to he need to give up, I want to say to him this thing: you have grind today, you have grind yesterday, and you have grind tomorrow. Do you want to just like pull us into the grave by giving up? And yes, that is why I'm trying hard to actually tell myself too that you are not going to give up. And the thing is, life may get harder. Do some normal jobs, that would be good, but never stop dreaming and never stop the work towards the dream. The thing is, the dreams may take time, maybe it gets slower down, but the thing is, something might happen, something really good happen in time being, and that's what I am believing and making these videos. Well, thank you so much to watch this video. Anyway, it was a really good day.